Hey Vukovs, wanted to send you guys a quick video. Since you're always trying to FaceTime me, I thought I'd just go ahead and put a video together. I looked at comps again for your house, and I'm feeling pretty confident with it. So one good thing first, I saw that if you go in the tax records, they actually have the square footage of your house listed at 2192 versus the old listing, it was closer to like 2050. So I went off of the tax records because that's what you're paying taxes on, and that's what we typically do unless you actually have an appraisal. So I went off the tax records, which is great because that obviously will drive the price up a little bit right there. I did our seller net sheet, so this basically just factors in what I think you guys could potentially walk away with, and then it also looks at the comps. So really quickly, I have expected month to close 12, so that'd be December. Square feet of house 2192. Desired list price, I thought you guys had said 510. I did your latest loan amount and then when that was actually originated. And then I also factor in the commissions. So what I did, because I have worked with you guys and I feel like we've got such a good partnership, I was going to drop my listing commission to 2%. That's the lowest I can go with my broker, and we'll end up splitting that in our brokerage. But I was going to do 2% for you guys, and then the buying agent, I would advise probably offering 2.7 to 3. 3 is kind of the standard. So anyways, I have that factored in. You can obviously do what you guys want. That's just kind of the normal. Buyer concession. Buyers are asking for a lot more stuff right now. So typically we've been running about 2 to 3% of the sale price we estimate in buyer concessions. So that could be like $5,000 in closing costs, another $4,000 off the sale price, and then once they do the inspection, they might ask for $3,500 in URSA repairs. So it's just an estimate to try to factor that in. Over here, I won't get into this too much, but this is the ranges that we look at when we pull a comparative market analysis. Going in, I was able to find very, very good comparables for your house, so that's great. These are the last 6 solds over the last year that are at least 3-bedroom, 2-bath, relatively new construction, similar square footage. What I'm finding is the average dollar per foot, and they actually have larger lots, so that's great. Average dollar per foot is $226. The median is $228. So if I took median time your square footage, that puts you at $500,000. The highest that sold, there was one property that was 3-bed, 2-bath, 1926 feet that sold for $234 a foot, and it was by far the highest comp. At $234, that would put you guys at about $513. So that's great. I mean, that is putting, with that higher square footage in the tax records, it's putting you guys somewhere in that 500 to maybe 510 range. If you want to look at the CMA, you can go into the seller net sheet and click on this link right here and it'll show it to you. You can also go in and look at this link and it'll show you, if you click that, it's going to show you the actual comparables. That's probably the more useful one. So this one on 3 Coldstream is the one that sold for $234 a foot. Let me see if I can find that one. So this is pictures of what it looked like. So kind of has that craftsman style. Looks like it has an office, maybe ceramic tile or LVT. Very nice finishes. Got a gas fireplace, granite counters. Good looking property. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of y'all's property. Just kind of quickly looking through, very nice finishes. Back deck with some woods. Decent, little bit of slope to the lot. It's relatively flat, so not bad. A little bit of slope. So that was the highest, but you can go through and look at all these pictures. I felt like they were really comparable to y'all's house. So I thought that was super helpful. But anyways, my suggestion, I don't think you guys are off. Like, I mean, so if we list at 510 to 515, you're going to be targeting the absolute highest dollar per foot. So let's say 515, you're going to be at 235 a foot, which is going to be at the highest comp that has sold. If you look at the CMA, that one was also 1,926 square feet, so like it was a little bit smaller, which is probably why the higher dollar per foot, why it set the highest dollar per foot. I don't think it's out of the ballpark though. I don't think this is crazy, ridiculously high. My guess is it's gonna sell. I think from somewhere in the. My hope would be minimum 490, 495 up to this range. So I wanted to send this guy to you guys. Let me know what you think as soon as I get the go-ahead on price. And then if you're okay with the commission structure, again, it would be 2% for you guys. You get the preferred discount. And then I would probably do 2.7 to 3 for the buyer's agent. And once you guys are good with that, we'll get the paperwork going and can probably have it listed within a week. I did see days on market average is 88. So, I mean, it is about 3 months. So that one, I'm still trying to, I hate to wait too long and you get in the super slow season. So we can talk about that one a little more. But anyway, I'll send you this and we can go from there. Thanks. Bye.